So in this video we are going to create some components for our to-do app, which are text field and a button and a layout where we can put these two together. So for that we need to create a new file where we can create our components. So let's do that. So we will create a component file in Kotlin file, name as components. Yeah, and here we are going to create some functions for our input field. So let's create input text. So add composable function to input text, and then we need to pass some parameters. So first parameter is going to be a text of a type string where the current text will be saved, the current type set. Okay, and the second parameter is going to be a function which will fire and complete event. So we are going to name it on text change, and which is going to be of type string, and we need to pass the lambda function as a unit because it does not return any value. And the third option is going to be our modifier. So modifier, and then where we will create the text field. Oh, we forgot, we need another function which is called on IAM function, on IAM action. So IAME caps lock on IAME action. So basically what it does is it hides the keyboards. When we are done typing, it will help us hide the keyboard. So we need to pass it as a empty function and unit, and give it a function. And yeah, now we can create our input field. So here we need to create a value for our keyboard controller, because in Compose things are a bit different. So keyboard controller, and we need to call the local software keyboard controller, and we need to pass the current, and it's giving us an error. It's giving an error. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I forget to tell you that this is still experimental. So we need to annotate it as a experimental Compose UI API, and basically it can change in future, but for now this is what we have, so we will have to work with it. So let's create our text field. For text field we just need to create the text field, and I think Yeah, we need to choose the second one, and we need to provide some value for it. So we have already created a parameter in our to do input text function, so we will just give it the text, and we need to delete this, and we all need some other parameter as well. So the second parameter will be on value change. So we have also defined this one above already, so we can pass the on text change, and then we need to define some colors. So we are going to define it as color equal to text field defaults dot, we need to call the text field colors. So text file text field colors, and then we can assign the background color. So we are going to choose the transparent color. We can assign it color dot transparent. Then we need another yeah, we need another parameter for max lines, so we can give it a 1, and then we need to provide keyboard options. So keyboard options dot, we need to provide keyboards option, so just keyboard option here dot, dot default dot, then copy, and we need to provide the action. So im action equals im action dot done. So yeah, it's quite different than what we used to have in Jetpack Compose. No, not Jetpack Compose, before Jetpack Compose. So this is just to this keyboard option is just to notify keyboard that we are done typing, and when we are done typing we can provide another action to hide the keyboard. So for that we need to create a keyboard actions, and then we are going to call keyboard actions, in which we are just going to close the keyboard. So on done, there are many other options like on any, on go, on next, so you can do lot of things with this function. We are just going to use done. So on done we need to pass the on IME action which we created already in the input text, and after that we need to hide the keyboard. So for that keyboard controller, and this is how we hide. And what else we need? We need a modifier, but we first need to close it. I need to see where it is. So yeah, it is now. It looks much better after formatting. So last option, we need the modifier. So modifier equal to, then we are going to assign it to modifier double, and I think we are done with the text field. So that was our function for text input. Now we are going to create our button to add those texts. So let's create a function for a button. So at composable function, let's call it to do edit button, and we need to pass some parameters for it. So the first is going to be on click, because it's basically a button, so you need to provide an action for on click. For now we are just going to pass a empty function, we will define it later, of type unit, and we need some text for it. So let's give it text of type string to name the button, and then we need a modifier to give it some styling, and we can also give it a boolean of type enabled to disable or enable it. So it's going to be type of boolean, and let's enable it initially, and after this we need to define our button. So let's define. So in compose, to define button you need to just create a text button, and the first option was on click, so let's give the on click that we created earlier, and the second parameter will be escape helps. Yeah, the second parameter is going to be shape. We can give it a shape, so let's give it a circular shape. Yeah, and the third parameter is going to be the enabled, so let's give the value of enabled, and last is going to be our modifier. So let's give it to modifier equal to modifier, and then our button is done. We need to provide some text, so let's give it a text, and we can set it here, but I'm going to leave it here. So we just pass the text parameter that we created in the function. So we will define the button of the name later video, in later video. So yeah, this is our button and it's ready. So let's make the third function to create a layout for these two items, where we can put it together, these two items. So it's going to be a background for our input field and the button, and this is going to be a little bit more complex than the first two components. So let's start making it. So I'm going to call it function item input background, and obviously it needs some parameters. So the first parameter is going to be the elevate. So basically this one has a little bit of animation, this background function. So for that we are going to need this elevate of type boolean, so we can distinguish whether it's animating or not. So the elevate basically draw shadow whenever the elevation changes. It will make more sense when you will see the app in the emulator. For now, just follow along. So the second option is going to be modifier, and the third option is going to be a content. Add composable, and we need to provide a row scope. So basically content is just a slot where we can draw the animation for our background. So row scope provide a scope where the animation can be drawn. Okay, and let's, so these are the three parameters that we need for our to do input output background, and it's still giving me some error. Oh, I forgot the typing. We need to provide the typing for the function, so it's going to be unit, which again does means that it does not return anything. Now let's create our animated elevation. So for that we need to create a value for animated animated elevation. I guess, did I draw? It should show here, but it's not showing. Yeah, we got it here. Animated elevation by animate dp as state, this one. Again, this function is responsible for drawing the animation. So, and it requires target value. So for target value we are going to pass an if-else statement. So if the elevation, if it's elevating, then its value will be 1 dp, otherwise it means that it's not animating, so it will be dp 0 dp. And we need to import our dp units. It is still showing error. Yeah, now it's imported properly. So yeah, and yeah, we also need a time for delaying. So we in compose we call it 10 spec, and we are going to give it 500 to delay the animation so we can notice it. Next thing is that we are going to need surface. You can read about surface in Android Jetpack Compose documentation, because it's kind of the central core of Jetpack Compose. So let's give some parameters to our surface. So we are going to need some colors, and we are going to use material theme dot colors dot on surface dot copy, and we need to provide the alpha, which is going to be 0.05f, and we need to provide the elevation. It requires elevation, so elevation is going to be animated elevation that we created the value earlier, and it also need a shape, so we can give it a rectangular shape. And yeah, so the parameters are complete for our surface. You can have a little bit of understanding of what a surface is here. So it has given us quite a nice info about surface. So you can see that the surface can do a lot of things. It can be used for clipping and elevations and border. It can draw elevation, shadows, and background. It can do a lot of stuff. So if you want to learn more about surface, you can go to Jetpack Compose documentation of surface, and you can learn much more up there. In the surface, we need to define a row. So for our row, we need a modifier. So modifier equals modifier dot animate content size. So I choose the second one, not the first one, and again it was asking for the animation spec, so we provide a twin spec, and this time we are going to do it give it 300 milliseconds, not 500 for the row. And we also need to set the content to content, and we need to delete this, and our component is ready. The 3 component that we need right now is ready. So in next video we will use this component to make our input field and button, so we can add our own to do items and not just generating items by clicking a random button. So I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.